Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Luka Doncic embraced two-a-days immediately after season, and he's never looked more locked in. When the Dallas Mavericks made the shocking decision to trade Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers, many were stunned. Why move a generational talent still in his prime? But behind closed doors, the Mavericks reportedly had concerns about Doncic's commitment to his body and long-term fitness, concerns they believed were holding him back from reaching his full potential. Despite being one of the NBA's brightest stars, Doncic had battled nagging injuries and was often criticized for not returning in peak shape, especially after last season's calf strain. But it seems the trade lit a fire under him. This off-season, Luka Doncic is a man on a mission. He's noticeably leaner in every photo and video circulating online, and the transformation isn't by accident. According to a Men's Health interview with performance specialist Andrew Heffernan, Doncic dove straight into a rigorous off-season training program. No hesitation, no breaks. He finished the season on April 30th, said Luka's nutrition coach, Barrio. By May 5th, he was in Slovenia and told us, "I want to start immediately." And he meant it. Luka began training twice a day, heavy lifting, mobility work, and on-court drills, with only Sundays off. The intensity resembled a Rocky-style reboot, but perhaps even more demanding was overhauling his nutrition. Fueling a 6'7" point guard during a physical transformation is no small task. It's a careful blend of performance science and personal preference. He's 26, said Barrio. It's a learning process. But he's embracing it. At a time when most players are taking vacations and indulging in pizza and beers, Luka committed to a low-carb, high-performance diet. That decision alone speaks volumes about where his mindset is right now. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick had challenged the team to come into this new era in elite shape, and Luka clearly heard the message. For a franchise transitioning from the LeBron James era to a new identity, Doncic has stepped up as the future, not just with his play, but with leadership through action. And here's the scary part for the rest of the league. Luka was already a top 5 player without this level of physical discipline. Now, the ceiling just got a whole lot higher. Luka expected to sign 4-year extension with Lakers. As if the Lakers needed more reasons to feel confident, reports indicate Doncic is expected to sign a 4-year contract extension as soon as he becomes eligible on August 2nd. The Lakers were always going to secure their new franchise cornerstone, but his renewed commitment to fitness and preparation only solidifies their belief that they made the right move. If Los Angeles is going to chase another championship in the near future, Luka Doncic will be at the heart of it. And judging by the work he's putting in, he's not just ready, he's hungry. This isn't just a comeback story. It's the beginning of Luka 2.0. A shift in mentality, and in the Lakers locker room. Luka Doncic's new approach hasn't gone unnoticed inside the Lakers organization. According to team sources, veterans and staff alike have praised his leadership and the example he's setting. One team official shared, "He's not just showing up in shape, he's setting the tone for everyone else. You can feel the difference." Teammates have reportedly been energized by Doncic's transformation. With LeBron James stepping away from his on-court role and embracing more of a mentorship position, the spotlight and responsibility has shifted to Luka. And he's embracing it with open arms. "You can tell this is personal for him," said one Lakers assistant coach. "The way he's moving in workouts, how he talks to the younger guys, the discipline in his schedule, it's like he's turned the page into a whole new chapter of his career." International influence and Olympic motivation. Part of Doncic's urgency this summer can also be attributed to his deep desire to lead Slovenia to glory in the upcoming Olympic Games. Training with the national team in his home country, he's been bringing the same level of focus to those sessions as he has to his Lakers workouts. The timing couldn't be better. With Olympic qualifiers looming and the NBA season not far behind, Luka knows this is the moment to elevate physically and mentally. "It's not just about being ready for October," said Barrio. "He wants to be elite in July, August, and every month after." And that kind of consistency is what separates great talents from true legends. Media buzz and league-wide reaction. The NBA community has taken notice. Analysts across platforms, from ESPN to social media, are buzzing about the new Luka. Photos of his leaner physique have gone viral, sparking debates about how dangerous he could be now that he's fully committed to conditioning. On NBA Today, Kendrick Perkins remarked, "If Luka's body is catching up to his skill set, man, the league better be on notice. This version of him might be MVP level from day one." Even skeptics are beginning to change their tone. For years, Doncic's biggest criticism was about his fitness. Now that criticism is rapidly becoming part of his redemption arc, and that storyline could fuel an unforgettable season. What's next for Luka and the Lakers? With training camp approaching and his contract extension expected to be finalized in early August, Doncic is poised to officially begin his new era as the face of the Lakers. And with his sharpened focus, physical transformation, and hunger for greatness, this could mark the start of something truly special in Los Angeles. The front office is already working behind the scenes to build the ideal roster around him, including talks of adding more defensive depth and another veteran wing. But one thing is clear, the Lakers now revolve around Luka. And from the way things are shaping up, he's more than ready for it. The question now isn't whether Luka can lead the Lakers to a championship. It's how soon. LeBron James shares early morning workout as he prepares for year 23 in the NBA. Few athletes in history, in any sport, have shown the kind of long-term dedication to their body and craft that LeBron James has. Now entering his 23rd NBA season at age 40, the Los Angeles Lakers star continues to defy time, setting the standard for excellence, durability, and professionalism. Just last season, LeBron played at an elite level across 70 games, finishing 6th in MVP voting and earning a spot on the All-NBA second team, a staggering feat for someone 2 decades into their career. While retirement has naturally been a topic every offseason in recent years, LeBron's focus remains locked in. And this week, he reminded the basketball world exactly why he's still here. On Monday morning, LeBron posted a video to Instagram, a raw, early morning gym session showing him back in the grind. No dramatic captions, no flashy filters. Just sweat, steel, and commitment. As shared by Ball is Life, the message was clear: year 23 is loading. A new era, the same king. The off-season brought plenty of speculation about LeBron's future in Los Angeles. Even after picking up his player option for the 2025-26 season, there were whispers. Would he stay with the Lakers as they retooled around Luka Doncic? Would he chase a better title shot elsewhere? But with moves like the acquisitions of DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia, the Lakers have reassured their fanbase, and LeBron himself, that they're serious about contending. The rumors of a departure have cooled. LeBron is staying. And now he's putting in the work. He's also coming off a knee injury that required extensive rehab, a challenge that might sideline most players his age. But not LeBron. Not even close. Seeing him back in the gym this early, moving well, training hard, is not just encouraging, it's inspiring. Luka and LeBron, a dangerous duo in the making. LeBron's commitment this offseason mirrors that of his new co-star Luka Doncic, who has undergone a complete body transformation, training twice a day and adopting a high-discipline diet. It's rare to see 2 generational talents, from different eras, showing this level of hunger simultaneously, but that's exactly what's happening in Los Angeles. And if both stars are locked in physically and mentally, the Lakers could be a real problem in 2025-26. Marcus Smart excited to learn from the king. One of the Lakers' newest additions, Marcus Smart, is also feeling the excitement of joining a team with LeBron. I mean, it's not every day you get to play against, let alone with, one of the greatest players of all time, Smart said. We all know his basketball IQ is off the charts. You feel it when you play against him. But now, to be on the other side, to see it up close and benefit from it? That's something I'm truly grateful for. Smart, a former Defensive Player of the Year, will bring a much-needed edge and leadership to the Lakers' backcourt, and like Doncic, he's ready to soak up LeBron's knowledge like a sponge. The legacy continues. As year 23 approaches, LeBron James isn't slowing down, he's doubling down. His work ethic, his leadership, and his desire to compete at the highest level are still unmatched. And now, with a new-look roster, a revitalized co-star in Doncic, and fresh motivation, the king is gearing up for another run. For those who thought his best days were behind him, think again. LeBron is writing one of the greatest longevity stories in sports history. And it's far from over. A statement beyond basketball. LeBron's early return to training didn't just send a message to his teammates, it sent one to the entire NBA. In a league where load management, shortened off-seasons, and recovery windows dominate the conversation, LeBron is up at sunrise, attacking another workout, preparing to face players nearly half his age, and still outplay them. Every time you think he might slow down, he comes back with something to prove, said an anonymous NBA executive. That video of him in the gym wasn't just about preparation, it was a statement. He's still chasing greatness. And fans noticed. Within hours of LeBron posting the workout clip, social media erupted. Hashtags like #Year23 and #WashedKing began trending, the latter a term LeBron himself once used ironically in response to doubters. This time though there was no sarcasm, just awe. Even rival players took note. Several younger stars, including Paolo Banchero and Anthony Edwards, reposted or commented in support, calling LeBron's longevity unreal and inspiring. The bigger picture, a legacy in real time. There's something uniquely powerful about watching a legend actively shape the final chapters of their story. LeBron's continued excellence isn't just about stats or highlights, it's about setting a new bar for what longevity and leadership can look like in professional sports. From entering the league as a teen phenom in 2003 to now mentoring young stars like Doncic and Smart, LeBron's evolution has been nothing short of historic. And unlike many legends before him, he's not simply coasting in his twilight years, he's still impacting winning at the highest level. As one ESPN commentator put it this week, we're not just witnessing a long career, we're watching a masterclass in how to extend greatness. A season of symbolism? The 2025-26 season is shaping up to be more than just another year for LeBron. With the Lakers' retooled roster, his knee fully healed, and a new generation of teammates eager to learn, this could be one of the most meaningful seasons of his career, especially if a deep playoff run is in sight. There's also the ever-present possibility of sharing the court with his son, Bronny James, who is now part of the Lakers roster. Should the two suit up together, it would mark the first father-son duo in NBA history to play for the same team, a milestone that would transcend sports entirely. "I'm not just training for me," LeBron said in a recent interview. "I'm training for something bigger. For legacy. For the people who believed in me 20 years ago, and the ones who still do." All eyes on October. As training camp draws closer, anticipation around the Lakers is building fast. With Luka Doncic in peak shape, Marcus Smart ready to add championship grit, and LeBron James more motivated than ever, this team is quickly becoming one of the most intriguing storylines heading into the new season. Whether this is LeBron's final run or just the next chapter in an unprecedented career, one thing is certain, he's not finished. He's just getting warmed up. Luka Doncic says his vertical leap has improved, and it's just the beginning. Luka Doncic looks like a completely different player heading into the 2025-26 season. After the Los Angeles Lakers' early playoff exit, Doncic didn't take a break. He dove headfirst into a grueling off-season regimen, training twice a day to transform his body and mindset. And it shows. Although Doncic has long been considered one of the top 5 players in the world, staying in peak shape has been one of his biggest challenges. Injuries and conditioning issues have limited his ceiling in recent years. But this off-season, something changed. Luka didn't just train, he committed. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now he's not only leaner, he's feeling more explosive. In a recent Men's Health interview with Andrew Heffernan and Ebenezer Samuel, Doncic opened up about his physical evolution, even mentioning that his vertical leap may be better now than it was during his rookie year. "We haven't officially measured my vertical this year," Luka said, smiling. "But I think it's a little higher. It feels higher." That's not just a detail, that's a game changer. Early in his career, Luka was slimmer and more agile, allowing him to attack the basket with explosive first steps. When combined with his signature step-back jumper and court vision, he was nearly unguardable. A more athletic Doncic brings that danger back, but now with even more experience, skill, and maturity. If Luka starts getting to the rim with the same burst he had as a 19-year-old, while also drawing defenders out with his shooting and passing, the Lakers' offense becomes a nightmare to contain. Teams won't just have to worry about Luka. They'll have to account for LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and now DeAndre Ayton inside. That's a lot of firepower, all revolving around a sharper, stronger, and more explosive Doncic. Whether it was the trade that sparked this transformation or just a personal turning point, the result is the same. Luka is locked in. And for Lakers fans, that's the best news of the summer. This is just the beginning. Luka's mindset has shifted. For Doncic, though, the physical changes are only part of the story. The real shift is internal, a new mindset focused not just on greatness, but on sustaining it. Obviously, it's about being the best I can be and taking care of myself, Luka said. This year with my team, I think we made a huge step forward. But it's just the beginning. I need to keep going. I can't stop. That kind of self-awareness and hunger is what separates great players from all-time legends. Every iconic athlete has that moment where something clicks. For Doncic, this summer might be exactly that moment. He's not just preparing for a bounce-back year. He's rewriting the narrative. Not as a player with endless talent, but as one who's now willing to match that talent with relentless discipline. If that mindset holds, and all signs point to yes, Luka Doncic could be on the verge of the most dominant chapter of his career. Marcus Smart opens up about adjusting to the Lakers. I bring what this team needs. In an off-season focused on toughness, the Los Angeles Lakers made a bold move by signing former NBA Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart to a 2-year deal, aiming to inject perimeter grit and leadership into their evolving roster. Smart, now entering his 12th NBA season, has battled through injuries in recent years. But both he and the Lakers believe he's ready for a comeback season, one where his relentless mindset and defensive instincts can help anchor this team on both ends of the floor. With Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves locked in as the Lakers' core trio, the front office has shifted its focus to building around them, and Smart seems to be a perfect fit. In a recent interview with Ali Clifton of Spectrum Sportsnet, Smart shared his excitement about the transition and why he believes he's exactly what the Lakers need right now. I feel great about it, Smart said. What I bring, my mindset, my energy, my defense, I truly believe this team can use that. I mean, any team could. But this team, especially with the way they compete and how much fire they play with, I think it's a perfect fit. Grit, heart, and a champion's mentality. Marcus Smart has built his career on heart, hustle, and a no-nonsense approach to the game. He doesn't shy away from tough assignments or dirty work. Whether it's diving for loose balls, locking down the opposing team's best player, or holding teammates accountable, Smart does the things that don't always show up on the stat sheet, but win games. That same tenacity is what made him a fan favorite in Boston, and it's what could soon make him beloved in purple and gold. There are fair questions about how much Smart has left in the tank, especially after several injury-shortened seasons. But the 30-year-old guard is focused, motivated, and already putting in the work to ensure he's ready for the grind of an 82-game season and a deep playoff push. I'm preparing every day like I've got something to prove, Smart said. Because I do. Smart sees the Lakers as contenders in the Wild West. The Western Conference is as stacked as ever. With rising teams like the Houston Rockets and perennial contenders like the Denver Nuggets and reigning champions Oklahoma City Thunder, the road to the finals won't be easy. But Smart isn't intimidated, he's energized. We belong in that conversation, he said confidently. I've played against the best teams in this league for a decade. I know what it takes to win. And I can tell you, this group has it. Smart's leadership, championship mindset, and ability to elevate teammates will be critical in tight playoff battles. He's not coming to LA just to play a role, he's here to be a difference maker. Final thoughts, a perfect storm for Smart's redemption. This Lakers team is a blend of superstars, rising talent, and battle-tested veterans. Marcus Smart joins them with a chip on his shoulder and the scars to prove he's been through the wars. He knows what it takes to win, and he knows what it feels like to fall short. Now he's got one goal, to bring everything he's learned, the fire, the fight, the fearlessness, to the Lakers. And if he does? Don't be surprised if his name is echoing through Crypto.com Arena, just like it once did at TD Garden. What the Smart signing signals about LA's defensive identity. By bringing Marcus Smart into the fold, the Lakers sent a clear message. They intend to reclaim a perimeter defense identity, a hallmark of championship teams. No longer relying solely on star power, Los Angeles is prioritizing toughness, accountability, and team-first culture. NBA analysts have taken note. On NBA Tonight, former coach Jeff Van Gundy remarked, "Smart isn't just a defender, he's a culture changer. Any team that wants to be taken seriously defensively needs a guy like him." Inside the locker room, how teammates are responding. Reports from training camp indicate that Smart's presence is already resonating behind the scenes. Veteran leaders like LeBron and Luka are said to appreciate his constant reminders and direct communication, something the team had been lacking in recent years. One teammate reportedly said, "He's the kind of guy you want on your team. No bulls, just a guy who makes sure everybody's on their job." That level of seriousness and intensity is contagious. It doesn't stop at defense, it bleeds into how teammates approach every drill, workout, and meeting. Fan reactions, a new voice in LA. Lakers fans on social media have eagerly embraced the move. From praise for Smart's grit to excitement over a tougher identity, the general tone is clear. Finally, someone who brings defense and edge. Smart's arrival might be the X-factor playoff-wise. For a fan base long accustomed to Showtime highlights, the shift toward defensive pride feels refreshing, especially after some recent postseason disappointments. Smart's mission this season, and beyond. At 30, Smart understands the stakes. This isn't just about one season, it's about legacy. "I want to be remembered for something real here," he said this week. "Not just flashes or moments. A real impact." That means embracing staying healthy, leading younger teammates, and being the floor general on defense that the Lakers urgently needed. A test ahead, matchups that matter. Los Angeles begins the regular season with key matchups against elite wing-heavy opponents like the Phoenix Suns and Minnesota Timberwolves, teams known for testing perimeter defense nightly. Smart's role will be vital in such matchups. He'll be tasked with guarding premier guards, orchestrating defensive coverages, and making critical stops in high-pressure moments. If he succeeds, the Lakers could emerge as one of the stingiest teams in the West, a scary proposition come playoff time. Final word, Smart is more than a signing. This isn't just another vet contract. Marcus Smart's arrival represents a roster philosophy shift and a recommitment to identity. He's walked into a locker room primed to compete, led by Luka, LeBron, and now anchored by a defensive mindset that matches their offensive firepower. If Smart lives up to expectations, he won't just fit in, he'll elevate this team. And if he elevates this team, this could be the defining season that takes Lakers defense, and their championship hopes, to a whole new level. Bronny James and Dalton Connect could make an appearance in the Drew League. After wrapping up a promising 2025 Summer League campaign, the Los Angeles Lakers rookie duo, Dalton Connect, the team's first-round pick, and Bronny James, selected in the second round, are looking ahead to their next challenge. Both players showed flashes of potential in Las Vegas, each in their own unique way. Bronny impressed with his poise and defensive energy, while Connect gave glimpses of his scoring instincts. Now, as they prepare for their second NBA season, there may be another stage for development, one with deep roots in basketball culture, the legendary Drew League in Southern California. The Drew League, a true test in a different arena. Every summer, the Drew League hosts some of the most competitive pro-am basketball in the country. Over the years, it's welcomed iconic names like Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, and even LeBron James, who brought crowds to their feet with his appearances. Could Bronny follow in his father's footsteps? According to Drew League Commissioner Dino Smiley, there's buzz that both Bronny James and Dalton Connect might lace up for the league this summer. Speaking with Mark Medina of RG.org, Smiley said, "I've heard some talk about Bronny James, but nothing's confirmed yet. Same with Dalton Connect and Cam Christie, there were early summer rumors they might play." While still unofficial, the potential for Bronny to play has certainly caught Smiley's attention. "I think it'd be amazing. I'd be really interested to see how he holds his own against some of the guys in this league. And hey, since his dad has played here before, who knows, maybe LeBron shows up to watch him this weekend too," he said, laughing. Why this matters for Bronny and Connect. The Drew League may not have the national spotlight of Summer League in Vegas, but make no mistake, it's real competition. Streetball legends, overseas pros, and rising stars clash in packed gyms, where the energy is raw, the trash talk is real, and every possession counts. For Bronny, who showed noticeable growth and confidence during Summer League, a strong performance in the Drew League could continue that upward momentum. His pace, decision-making, and feel for the game have clearly improved, and he even admitted that the game is starting to slow down for him, a major milestone in any young guard's development. On the other hand, Connect had a rockier showing in Vegas, struggling to find rhythm. A bounce-back performance in the Drew League could do wonders for his confidence, especially in a setting where players are encouraged to be aggressive and play with flair. A chance to build their NBA identity. Both players are at a crucial stage. They're not just fighting for minutes, they're working to define who they are at the NBA level. Participating in the Drew League would give them a chance to hone their skills, build chemistry with other pros, and more importantly, test themselves in a different kind of pressure cooker, one where the crowd is on top of you, and reputation is earned possession by possession. For Bronny, it's also about legacy. The James name carries weight, and playing where his father once did could serve as a powerful moment of connection and growth. In short, if Bronny James and Dalton Connect step onto a Drew League court this summer, it won't just be for show. It'll be about growth, grit, and proving they belong, not just in the NBA, but in the larger story of basketball culture in LA. Bronny James and Dalton Connect could suit up for the Drew League. As the dust settles from the 2025 NBA Summer League, two young Lakers, Bronny James and Dalton Connect, may soon have another opportunity to test their growth, this time in one of basketball's most iconic summer stages, the Drew League. Both players showed flashes of potential this offseason. Bronny looked noticeably more confident compared to his earlier outings, displaying sharper decision-making and a better rhythm on both ends of the floor. Meanwhile, Connect had a more inconsistent run, struggling to find his shooting touch but still reminding everyone of his raw scoring potential. Now with the Summer League wrapped up, reports suggest both players might participate in the Drew League, an annual Pro-Am event in Southern California known for blending NBA talent with local legends and fierce competition. The league's commissioner, Dino Smiley, shared that there have been conversations about Bronny possibly joining the action, though nothing is confirmed yet. Connect's name was also mentioned earlier in the summer as a potential participant. If Bronny takes the court, it would mark a symbolic step, playing in the same league where his father, LeBron James, delivered unforgettable performances. There's buzz that LeBron himself could make an appearance if his son suits up, adding to the excitement. More than just a summer showcase, the Drew League offers both players a unique chance. For Bronny, it's about continuing to build confidence and game maturity in a high-intensity setting without the overwhelming spotlight of Las Vegas. For Connect, it's an opportunity to rebound from recent struggles, reset his rhythm, and prove that his offensive tools are still intact. The Drew League environment is raw, competitive, and filled with hungry players looking to make statements. It's a perfect stage for two young Lakers looking to write the next chapter in their development. The atmosphere may be more intimate than the Summer League, but the stakes, especially for reputation and growth, are just as real. Bronny James, game slowing down, confidence speeding up. What's especially promising for Bronny is how he's starting to feel the pace of the game shift in his favor. In interviews following his Summer League performances, he shared that the game is beginning to slow down for him, a crucial mental shift for young guards trying to transition from college or G League to the NBA level. With each game, Bronny is showing improved patience, vision, and defensive instincts. If he continues this trajectory, the Lakers may have a reliable rotational piece in the making. As for Connect, he'll need to use every opportunity, including the Drew League, to remind people why he was a first-round pick. He has the scoring ability, now it's about consistency and confidence. Whether or not they play in the Drew League, one thing is clear, Bronny James and Dalton Connect are entering a pivotal phase in their young careers, and every moment on the court matters. The Lakers are watching, fans are hopeful, and both players seem ready to embrace what's next.